Hello everyone, Treecks here and welcome back to Pokémon Puzzle League, where we're playing Spa Service. Round 4 is up for today. Team Rocket has another disguise, it looks like. Let's continue with the story. It looks like you've met Team Rocket too. They are always meddling in our affairs. We'll get to them later. Yeah, you go do that. Now, where were we? Yes, you were about to lose. Shall we continue? We shall indeed continue. Of course, it is going to be a little bit more difficult from this point on.
Alright, let's go!
And that is more than just the higher speed in blocks, because we also have a 3D playfield now. Making it even more difficult to actually get below the clear line. Because there's way more blocks to actually plow our way through, if you know what I mean. But the changing of the field into 3D is not the only thing, as you can see. The increase in block speed also is still present here, so don't think the game is like, oh, it's a 3D playing field now, so we're going to return to normal speed. No, the blocks still increase their speed. That is not going to change. And therefore, this is a very interesting way in order to create extra challenge in this mode. Of course, in Tetris Attack itself, there was no 3D mode yet. And therefore, the increase in difficulty there actually was simply done by putting the dark blue blocks into the playing field as well. Just like with normal and hard difficulty. And that is not present here, as you can see. The dark blue blocks were used in the special stage just now with Butch and Cassidy. Team Rocket 2. There the blue blocks were present, but not per se here. I think Intelligent Systems thought the increased difficulty by the higher speed and the creation of the 3D playing field here is more than enough increased difficulty. So they actually kept it like this. But I think this is a very interesting way to create extra difficulty here. Especially in a mode like this, where you're supposed to get under a certain line. This is definitely a very good way to solve extra difficulty.
Okay, let's see what you can do.
Because the way the 3D playing field works, we of course need a lot more blocks to clear. With a 2D playing field, there was only 6 blocks per line. And that is not per se the case anymore. And therefore, this actually takes a lot longer. And therefore, there's a lot more chances to actually get stuck somewhere. And game over. Something, of course, I'm going to try to prevent. I've not game overed a single time in one-player mode, in one-player stadium, and also not in this mode yet. And that is also something you... And that is indeed also something I always try to go for in stage clear mode, or Spa Service in this case. Doing it without game overing a single time. Someone with my experience and skill level should be able to do that. Especially since I've done it more often, so... I know I am able to do it. Even though these 3D puzzles actually become really nasty at some point. This one is already going pretty fast. Both the speed level and the block speed. But of course, there's still 2 more rounds after this, so it is going to get even worse. And that is no surprise. But it does feel really nice actually playing some 3D puzzles again. Other than endless mode, time attack mode and super easy mode, you don't really play a whole lot of 3D in this game. Unless you actually start going for 3D multiplayer in 2-player stadium. The 3D puzzles don't really count, I think, because that's not really playing with a 3D playing field.
We're ready whenever you are.
Puzzle University is a different kind of mode to begin with, so it also applies to the 3D puzzles, of course.
Way to go! A good battle.
Now this mode is actually the only true mode in this game where you actually need to clear levels in 3D puzzles. And not the undressed Puzzle University one, where you're very limited in what you can do. Ooh, I see an awesome one coming up. Bam! 7, 8, 9, 10. That is not easy to perform on this speed level. Awesome. Really racked up my score. So, Can't believe this is only the third stage. You can definitely already notice 3D puzzles take a lot longer to actually clear. In the last episode I was actually able to clear the entire round in this time span. And this time around we're barely halfway. Indeed, the whole reason why I actually thought this is going to be 3 parts and not 2. Even though in the previous episode I was able to do halfway in 1 episode. Because of this reason I already knew we're not going to do the second half in 1 episode as well. No way that is going to happen. So, here we go. 2 more to do.
Prepare to battle.
The costumes. I'm pretty sure this is actually a costume from the 2nd season. I must say I'm not too sure about the context anymore, but I can remember this was actually from the 2nd season, I think. And once again, Jessie is actually dressed up as the man and James as the bride in this case. They always love doing that.
Way to go!
Oh, too early. Yeah, whenever it comes to playing endless forms of Panel de Pon, which this basically also still is, of course, I'm definitely most used to playing on easy, and therefore the timing of the blocks whenever I need to do a skill chain on this speed level usually actually trips me up. I'm actually surprised I'm able to do it these many times already. Feeling I'm playing pretty well today, in all honesty, for my doing. Okay, the stack is all the way down, so we can actually move it up again. And therefore making the clear line appear.
Way to go!
And just keep on making chains. Make these blocks disappear. The further we get in this mode, the more important it actually becomes to keep an eye out on the Jigglypuff, actually making sure the block stays stopped. Because the speed level also keeps on increasing, of course. The moment the blocks start rising on their own, especially in the later stages, you can actually get surprised pretty badly by the quick rising of the stack. And from experience, I know those actually can cause panic moments. The speed level's already at 27 now, so it's already noticeably fast. And therefore keeping the stack stopped, especially with these...
Show us what you got!
Especially with these final stages in every round, where the stack actually starts off really high. And therefore reaching the top of the screen is actually something that can happen quite quickly. Just keep an eye out the moment the stage starts. Immediately start scanning for a quick combo or quick chain. Immediately try to go for a stop. And therefore giving you some breathing room in order to try to get the stack lowered again. And especially from my days when I wasn't as experienced yet in this game, I can remember actually trying to keep up constant chains and combos. That is actually really difficult to do. Nowadays, now that I'm better at this game, I usually don't have any trouble with it. As you can see, I can keep on making chains and combos. Not per se always the biggest ones, but still enough in order to keep the Jigglypuff on going. That's all that matters. But the moment the blocks will start falling faster, and also the Jigglypuff's time decreases, because I'm not sure if you've noticed yet, but the higher the difficulty becomes, the fewer time Jigglypuff also gets. That also decreases the further you get. So you actually need higher combos and chains in order to get the same number of seconds the stack will stop rising. And therefore, keeping up your combo and chains, that is actually more important than ever the further you get. Definitely not always easy to perform. Because as you can see, in order to keep the stop up and therefore being able to clear blocks quick enough, you actually need to have a pretty fast playing speed. Of course, it is still possible if you play a little bit slower, but then it actually becomes way more difficult. Then usually the game will outpace you at some point. I can tell from experience, because of course I've not always been this good at this game. I also had my period where I was not that great. And yeah, then stages like these actually got to me. But nowadays I'm able to do them. 20 minutes in-game time. And we've reached the end of round 4. So the marriage is over. Jesse and James, we found you again. Let's move on to round 5. This is ridiculous. You never should have made it this far. You have gotten used to doing combos and chains. Our boss always tends to be weak against those techniques. Ooh, hint hint. Didn't we beat Butch and Cassidy just now with the same idea? Oops, we've said too much. Off we go. Idiots.
Okay, let's see what you can do.
Okay, round 5, of course. Increasing the block speed even more. And this game is from Japan after all, so there's no need in hiding that. Both the music and the costumes become pretty Japanese at this point. Yeah, you would almost forget this game is from Japan. And so is the original Pokemon, and so is the anime, so... These costumes are actually from Fuchsia Gym, I think. That is pretty ninja based after all, so... I'm pretty sure the moment they start appearing there, they actually start wearing these ninja costumes. Might also be a little bit before that, but I'm not too sure anymore. Somewhere I can also remember that they actually start wearing these costumes the moment their Pokemon actually start evolving. They start off with an Ekans and a Coughing, of course. Or like I always call them, Arthur and Wesley. Check out the Pokemon Red playthrough if you're not sure what I'm talking about. Now I think that's the moment when they start using those costumes. But yeah, once again, I'm not too sure. But of course, these costumes are from the anime. All of them are, so these ones too.
Way to go!
Let's see if we can still make some pretty heavy combos and chains. The combos are not per se that difficult to perform, of course. For that, the speed of the blocks does not matter a whole lot. Oh, let's not get tripped up by this tower over here. Remember from the very first episode, Professor Oak's How to Play. Mind the back of the playing field whenever you're busy in 3D. That almost screwed me over. It's my own fault by distracting myself too much with telling stories.
We're ready whenever you are.
But that's also part of Let's Playing, of course. Not just playing a game, but also talking about playing games. The stories that happens whenever playing video games. That's usually what interests people. Either playing the games, or the stories that are attached to the games, the informative explanation about it, or just a combination of that all. I can definitely imagine. I at least enjoy providing both of them to you guys. Both the gameplay and the informative and sometimes funny commentary. Even I can see that's a nice thing to receive. Not for nothing that so many people are doing it. I've been doing it for a couple of years now, and even up to this point I'm not per se doing it in order to become famous like some people would call it. I'm still doing it because I really just enjoy making these videos. And of course the fact that people enjoy watching them, that is a bonus. Of course that is still something I can appreciate, don't get me wrong. But my primary objective is actually having fun myself. That's the reason why I'm still doing it. A new way to actually play through my games. Games that I've owned for years. And this Let's Play channel actually gave me a reason to enjoy these games in a completely new way. And therefore, all of these games, even the games that I've played for hundreds of hours in my life, still feel like something new because of it. Really fun to do, definitely. Okay, in the meantime we've reached stage 5-3. I'll take a look at my timer in a minute. Kinda busy right now, so... I can do talking and playing at the same time, because those actually require two completely different skills, if you know what I mean. My brain can multitask, and in order to play and talk at the same time I need my eyes and my mouth, which are not in the way of each other. But in order to check out my timer, which is on my second screen, I do need my eyes, which are currently on something else on the game screen. So for that I do need to wait until I have some time to look at that. I do like to keep on playing as quickly as I can in order to finish off this as quickly as I can. And I know that sentence wasn't correct, but whoever told you that English was my first language? Okay, there we are. 15 minutes, okay. And that is actually a lot faster than I thought it would be. I'm at least going to be able to finish off World 5, it looks like. That I can reach, I think. Would also be funny to actually try to reach 100,000 points, because I can see we're at 86,000 right now, so we might be able to actually reach 100,000 before we actually finish off this mode. That would also be a pretty fun little challenge to go for. But we're getting pretty close to it, so... But I do need more change if I actually want to reach that. If times 4 again, 5 is not going to happen. So that block speed does go a little bit too quickly now. So, here's the clear line. Too quick. Yeah, like I said, the faster the blocks move, the harder it is for me to actually get the timing down. Especially for those timed skill chains. Those are definitely not easy to perform. Even on easy mode they're already difficult to perform. At this higher speed, that's definitely not going to happen. Saw that one too late. Let's just finish the stage quickly. We'll try to reach 90,000 in stage 5. One more to do.
All right, let's go.
17 minutes. Round 5 is going to get cleared at least. Also try to go for clearing part of World 6. I'll just stop the moment my timer goes over 20 minutes. So probably also play a little bit of round 6 if I'm quick enough in this one. Stopping at the end of round 5 might also be a good point to stop, but I'd actually like to quicken the pace of this project a little bit. After this I still need to do the special classes in Puzzle University, of course. And I'm worried those are actually also going to take a little bit too long, so if I'm able to combine a little bit of that in the next episode already, I also wouldn't mind. I'll try to go as far in this as I can until my timer actually goes over 20 minutes. Which is hopefully going to happen after clearing this stage, so I can at least do one more. Yeah, this is the final part. It's still over the clear line, so here we go. Now we have enough room in order to get everything down, and therefore finish round 5.
My Pokemon rule!
Well, your Pokemon don't rule quite yet, Ash. You only have a Pikachu right now. The other ones got stolen from you, remember? So, let's get them back. Time for the final round. No way! I really thought we were well disguised. No, you were not. That's it. No more games. Now we will finish this here. No costumes, no tricks. Just the real Team Rocket. And not even any advice anymore, it looks like. Okay, the regular Team Rocket in round 6.
We're ready whenever you are.
Of course, block speed is going to be even higher now. Now it's going to be true hard difficulty. Yeah, it falls down really quickly now. Even getting a ×3 chain is going to be hell already. Therefore making it hell getting... Ooh, awesome, an 8. And therefore it's also going to be hell actually trying to reach those 100,000 points. Which should still in theory be possible. I'm already at 94,000 now. Ooh, this definitely helps. Still got the times 6 despite the high difficulty. Already approaching 96,000.
Way to go! Way to go!
So, yeah, there's not a whole lot more to say.
Way to go!
My story time is done. But my video is also done. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the final stage. I saw my timer approaching 20 minutes as we started this stage. So, and this is going to be the final one we're going to do today. So we can finish it off next time. And hopefully also make start with the next mode. Because after clearing Spa Surface, we only have modes remaining that we have already done. We just need to clear another time on a higher difficulty. This was the final new thing in this game. Next time it's going to be cleared. Because at this point, you can say we've done pretty much all of it with the exception of 4 more stages. And after reaching 99,000 points, after this awesome combo, even reaching 100,000 points, I don't doubt is going to happen. Awesome success today. We got some progress, and even my challenges are going to be successful, it looks like. Both not game overing and reaching 100,000 points. So, next time we will continue and finish off Spa Surface, beating Team Rocket once and for all. Thank you all for watching, and Treecks out.